Here, master, what's here?
Say to the mariners that we run ourselves aground! Bastone!
Tear my heart! Tear my heart! Yeah! Take in the topmast! Take to the master vessel! Blow till thou burst thy wind if room enough!
Good boatswain, have care! Where's the master? Play the men!
I pray now, keep below! Do you not hear him? You do mar our labour, keep your cabins and do assist the storm!
Antonia! In!
Be patient! When the sea is, hence, what cares these roarers to the name of king, to cabin, trouble us not!
Don't you remember whom thou hast aboard?
None that are not born of myself! You are a counsellor! You have command these elements to silence and work the peace of the present! We will not hand around more! Use your authority! If you cannot, give thanks you have lived so long, and make yourself ready in your cabin for this chance of the hour, if it so happen. Ah, my heart! Out of the way, I say!
I have good comfort from this fellow. He thinks he hath no drowning mark upon him. His contemptuous harkened gallows. Stand fast and bend to his hanging. Take the rope of his destiny out painful. Row under, take advantage. If he be your God to be hanged down, hates his miserable life.
Take in the topsail! No! Bring in the tide of main course!
No, sir!
What do you here? Have you got to sink so you will drown?
A pox on your throat! You crawling blasphemers! Incannibal power!
What do you there?
Anchor! And you wasn't insolent noise maker. We are less afraid to be drowned than thou art. Our woman take the hanging death. For any drop of water spread against it.
There, a hold! A hold! Set her tow courses off to sea again! Lay her off!
All lost! To prayers, all lost!
What must our mouths be called?
The king and prince and prayers. That's a system for their cases as ours.
I'm out to patience!
We are merely cheap to our lives of a drunkard. This one chap rascal. Will thou fight for drowning before she can tear the tie? I'll not take the hanging yet. Let the ship be no stronger than a nutshell, and as sleepy as an unstarched bunch.
Whistler!
Ignorant of what thou art, not knowing of whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of a full poor cell, and thy no greater father.
More to know to never meddle with my thoughts.
This time thou should never further. Come, lend thy hand, and pluck my magic garment from me. Lie there, my heart. Wipe thou thine eyes. Be comforted. The direful spectacle of the rack, which touched the very virtue of compassion in thee, I have, with such provision in mine heart, so safely ordered, that there is not one soul, no, not so much perdition as an hair fitted to any creature which thou heardest cry, which thou sawest sing. Sit down, for thou must now know farther.
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped, and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding stay, not yet.
The hour is now come. Every minute bids thee. Ope thine ear. Obey and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? I do not think thou canst. Then thou wast got out 3 years old.
Certainly, sir, I can.
By what? By any other house or person of anything the image? Tell me, that hath kept with thy remembrance.
'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance that my remembrance warrants. Had I not 4 or 5 women that once tended me?
And more, Miranda. But how is this lives in thy mind? What seest thou else in the dark, backward and abysm of time? Of anything the image? I mean, if thou rememberest aught ere thou came here, how thou came here thou mayest.
But that I do not.
12 years since, Miranda. 12 years since. Thy father was the Duke of Milan and a prince of power.
Sir, are you not my father?
Thy mother was a piece of virtue, and she said thou wast my daughter. And thy father was Duke of Milan, and his only heir, and a princess, no worse issue.
Oh, my heavens. What foul play have you that we came from thence? Oh, blessed was we did.
Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, will we heave thence, blessedly halt hither.
Oh, my heart pleased to think of the team that I have turned you to, which is from my remembrance. Please you, Father.
My sister and thy aunt, called Antonia, I pray thee mark me, that a sister should be so perfidious, whom next thyself of all the world I loved. To her gave the manage of my state, as at that time through all the signories it was the first, and Prospero the prime duke, being so reputed in dignity, the liberal arts without a parallel. Though being all my study, the government I cast upon my sister, into her state through stranger, being transported, wrapped in secret studies. Thy false art dost thou attend me,
Sir, most eagerly.
being once perfected in how to grant suits and how to deny, who to advance and who to trash for overtopping. You created the creatures that were mine, I say, or else changed them or new formed them, having both the key of officer and office. Set all the hearts in the state to what tune pleased her ear, so that now she was the ivy which had hid my princely trunk and sucked my verdure out on't. Thou attendest not!
What good sir, I do!
And pray thee mark me! I, as neglecting worldly ends, all dedicated to closeness and the bettering of my mind with that which, not by being so refined or prized or popular, in my false sister awaked evil nature. My trust, like a good parent, to beget of her a falsehood, in its contrary, as great as my trust was, which had indeed no limit, a confidence sans bound. She, being thus lauded, not only with what my revenue yielded, but what my power might else exact, like one who, into truth, with talent, made such a sinner of her memory to credit her own lie, she could believe she was indeed the Duke, and the substitution and the executing of the outward fate of royalty with all prerogative. Hence, her ambition growing, dost thou hear?
Your tale shall recur deafness.
Have no screen between this part she played and him she played it for. She needs will be absolute Milan. Poor man. My library was dukedom large enough. Of temporal royalties, she now thinks me incapable. Confederates, so dry as she was, with the King of Naples, to do him homage, pay him annual tribute, subject her coronet to his crown, and bend the dukedom, as yet undoubt, alas for the man, to most ignoble stooping.
Oh, the heavens!
Mark the condition, and the event, and tell me if this might be a sister.
I should sin to think but nobly of my grandmother. Good wounds have borne bad fruit.
Now, the condition. This King of Naples, being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkens my sister's suit, which was that he, in premises of homage and, I know thou not have much tribute, should presently extirpate me and mine out of the dukedom, and confer fair Milan with all the honours of my sister. Whereon, a treacherous army levied, one midnight fated to the purpose, did Antonia open the gates of Milan, and in the day of darkness the ministers to the purpose hurried thence me and thy crying self.
For pity. I'm not remembering how I cried out and will cry it over again.
Yes.
It is a hint that brings my eyes to it.
A little further, then I'll bring thee presently to the business that now's upon us, without the which this story were most impertinent.
Wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
Well demanded, wench. My story provokes that question. Yet they durst not. So great the love my people bore me, nor put a mark so bloody on the business, but with colours fair painted their foul heads. And few, they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea, where they prepared a rotten carcass of a butt, not rigged, nor tackle, sail, nor mast. The very rats instinctively have quitted. There they hoist us, cried to the sea, roared to us, to sigh to the winds, whose pity, sighing back again, did us but loving wrong.
What trouble was I meant to you?
A cherubim thou wast, that didst preserve me. Thou didst smile. Infuse it with a fortitude from heaven. When I have decked the sea with drops full of salt, under my burden grown, raised in me an undergoing stomach to bear up against what else should ensue.
How came we ashore?
By providence divine, some food and beer, and some fresh water, that a noble Neapolitan, one Gonzalo, had given us, out of her charity, together with some rich linen, stuffs, and necessaries which since have steadied us much. So, of her kindness, knowing I loved my books, she furnished me, out of my own library, with volumes that I prize above my dukedom.
When I might never see that woman.
Now, Arise, sit down, and hear the last of our sea sorrow. Here in this island we arrived, and here have I, thy schoolmaster, made thee more profit than other princes can, who have more time for vainer hours and tutors not so careful.
Heavens, thank you for. And now, I pray you, sir, what is still beating in my mind your reason for raising this sea storm?
No, by accident, most strange, bountiful fortune. Oh, now, my dear lady, hath mine enemies brought to this shore? And by my prescience, I find that my zenith doth depend upon a most auspicious star, whose influence, if I court not, but omit, my fortunes will never after droop. Cease your questions. Thou art inclined to say, 'tis a good dullness, and give it sway. I know thou canst not choose. Come away, spirit. Come away. I'm ready now. Approach, my Ariel. Come!
Oh, hail, great master, grave sir, hail. I come to answer. My best pleasure be to fly, to swim, to dive through the fire, to ride the curled clouds. Do thy strong, bidding task, Ariel, and all his quality.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to point the tempest that I bade thee?
To every article. I boarded the king's ship, now in the beak, now the waist, the deck, in every cabin. I flamed amazement. Sometimes I divide and burn in many places at once. On the topmast, the yards, the bowsprit, would I flame distinctly. Jove's lightnings, the precursors, all the thunder claps. More momentary insight outrunning or not. The fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring, the most mighty Neptune himself did seem to besiege and make his bold waves tremble. Yea, his dread trident shake.
You are so firm, so constant that this toil would not infect his reason.
Not a soul, but felt the fever of the mad, and placing tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged into the foaming brine and quit the vessel. Then, all afire with me, the king's son, with hair upstaring, and then, like weeds, not hair, was the first man that leapt and cried, "Hell is empty, and all the devils are here!"
Why, that's my spirit. But was not this nigh shore?
Close by, my master.
Are they, Ariel, safe?
The hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And as thou badest me, I have dispersed them in troops about the isle. The king's son have I landed by himself, and cooling with the air sides, on an odd angle of the isle, and sitting with his arms in this sad knot.
Of the king's ship, that mariners say how thou hast disposed, and all the rest of the fleet.
Safely in harbour is the king's ship, in the deep nook, where once thou called me up at midnight to fetch dew from the still vexed Bermudes. There she's hid. And for the mariners whom all under hatches stowed, who have been charmed to their suffered labour, I have left asleep. And for the rest of the fleet which I dispersed, all have met again, and are upon the Mediterranean float, bound sadly home for Naples, supposing they saw the king's ship wrecked and his great person perish.
Ariel, I charge exactly as performed. But there's more work. What is the time of the day?
Past the mid-season.
At least 2 glasses. The time twixt 6 and now must by us both be spent most preciously.
Is there more toil? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember thee what thou hast promised, which is not yet performed me.
Moody?
liberty.
Before the time be out. No more.
I prithee, remember I have done thee worthy service. I told thee no lies, made no mistakings, served without no grudge or grumblings. Thou didst promise to bait me a full year.
Dost thou forget from what a torment I did free thee?
No.
Thou dost. And think'st it much to tread the ooze of the salt deep, to run upon the sharp wind of the north, to do thee business in the veins of the earth when it is baked with frost?
I do not, sir.
Malignant thing! Hast thou forgot the foul witch Sycorax, who with ancient envy was grown into a hoop? Hast thou forgot her?
No, sir.
Thou hast. Where was she born? Tell me. Speak.
Sir, in our share.
Oh, was she so? I must once in a month recount what thou hast been, which thou forgettest. This foul witch Sycorax, for mischiefs manifold and sorceries terrible to enter human hearing, was from Algiers banished, thou knowest. For one thing she did, they would not take her life. Is not this true?
Aye, sir.
This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child. He was left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou reportest thyself, was then her servant. And for thou wast a spirit too delicate to act her earthy and abhorred commands, refusing her grand guests, she did confine thee, by help of her more potent ministers and in her most unmitigated rage, into a cloven pine, within which rift, imprisoned, didst thou painfully remain 12 years. Within which space she died and left thee there. Without its bent thy groans as fast as mill wheels strike. Then was this island, save for the sun that she did litter here, freckled whelp hag-born, not honoured with a human shape.
Aye. Caliban, her son.
Don't think. I say so, he, like Caliban, who now I keep in service. Thou best knowest what torment I did find thee in. Thy groans would make wolves howl and penetrate the breasts of ever angry bears. It was a torment to lay upon a dam, which Sycorax could not again undo. It was fine art, when I arrived and heard thee, that they gaped the pine and let thee out.
Thank thee, master.
If thou more murmurest, I will rend an oak and peg thee in his knotty entrails till thou hast held away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will be correspondent to command. Do my spiriting gently.
Do so. And after 2 days I will discharge thee.
That's my noble master. What shall I do? Say what shall I do?
Make thyself like to a nymph of the sea, invisible to thine and mine sight only, invisible to every idol else. Go. Hence make the shape and hither come. Go. Hence with diligence. Awake, dear heart. Awake. Thou hast slept well. Awake.
The strangeness of your story put the heaviness in me.
Come on, shake it off. We'll go and visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields us kind answer.
'Tis a villain, sir, I do not love to.
As 'tis, we cannot do without him. He makes our fire, fetches in our wood, and serves in offices that profit us. What ho! Slave! Caliban! How earth thou speak!
There's wood enough within.
Come forth, I say, there's other business for thee. What? Thou taughtest
shall be done.
Poisonous slave. Got by the devil himself upon thy wicked dam. Come forth, I say!
This wicked Jew as e'er my mother brushed with ravens better than my wholesome fair. Drop on you, God! The southwest blow on you and blister you all over!
Be sure, tonight thou shalt have crowns. Side stitches that shall pent thy breath up. Urchins shall, for the fast of night that they may work, all exercise on thee. Thou shalt be pinched thick as honeycomb. Each pinch more stinging than bees that made them.
I must eat my dinner. Silence mine. My cigarettes, my mother, which thou takest from me. Thou camest first. Thou strokest me. Makes much of me. Would give me water, berries, and to teach me how to name the bigger light. How the lamps that burn by day and night. And then I love thee. To show thee all the qualities of the isle. Fresh springs, brine pits, barren place, and fertile. Cursed be I that did so. All the germs of sycorax, toads, bats, beetles, light on you. For I am all the subjects that you have, which first was my own king. King, you do stymie in this hard rock, as you do keep from me the rest of the
I
island.
know thou lion slave! Survive the thing of kindness! I have used thee, filth as thou art, with humane care, and lodged thee in mine cell, till thou didst seek to violate the honour of my child.
Oh, wouldst had been done, that is prevent me. Well, that's this isle with Caliban.
Horrid slave! Which anything of goodness will not take me capable or ill. I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, taught thee each hour one thing or other, but thou didst not, savage, know thine own meaning, but was gabbling like a thing most brutish. I endowed thy purposes with words that made them known, with thy vile grace. No, thou didst learn how that in which good natures could not abide to be with. Therefore was the servant thee confined into this rock, who has deserved more than a prison.
You taught me language. My profit on 'tis, I know how to curse. Red-winged Richard for learning me your language!
Hence! Go, fetch us in fuel. And be quick, thou vessel, do other business. Shrubst thou, malice? If thou neglectst, or dost unwillingly what I command, rack thee old cramps, fill thy bones with aches, make thee roar that beasts shall tremble at thy din.
No, pray me! I must obey. His art is of such power it would control my tongue, God set him us to make a vassal of him.
Hey, hence!
Where should this music be? In the air? Or the earth?
Hark, hark, thou art the watchdog's bark. Thou art, hark, hark, I hear the strain of strutting chanticleer cry, cock-a-diddle down.
It sounds no more. And sure, it waits on some god of the island, weeping again the king, my father's wreck. This music crept by me upon the waters, allaying both my fury and my passion with its sweet air. Thence I have followed it, or it hath drawn me rather. But 'tis gone. No. It begins again.
Fringed curtains of thine eye advance. Say what thou seest yon.
What is't? A spirit? Lord, how it looks about. Believe me, sir, it carries a brave form, but 'tis a spirit.
No, wench. It eats and sleeps and has such senses as we have such. This gallant that thou seest was in the rack, and but he's something stained with grief, that's beauty's canker. How much can I call him a goodly person? He hath lost his fellows, and strays about to find them.
How am I calling a thing divine? For nothing natural that I ever saw so noble.
It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it. Spirit, fine spirit, I'll free thee within 2 days for this.
Most sure, the goddess on whom these airs attend, will vouchsafe my prayers may know if you remain on this island, and will with some good instruction give how I may bear me here. My prime request, which I do last pronounce, is, you wonder, if you be maid or no?
No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid.
My language, heavens. I am the best of those that speak this speech, wherever it is spoken.
How the best? What wert thou if the King of Naples heard thee?
A single thing as I am now that wonders to hear thee speak of Naples. No one does hear me. And then he does. Myself am Naples, who with mine eyes never since at ebb beheld the king, my father, erect.
Alas, a mercy.
Yes. Faith. And all his lords. The Duke of Milan and his brave son being twain.
The Duke of Milan and his more braver daughter could confine thee, if now 'twere fit to do it. At first sight, they have changed eyes. Baron Ariel, I'll set thee free for this. A word, good sir. I fear you have done yourself some wrong. A word.
Why speaks my father so ungently? This is the third man that I saw. The first that I had sighed for. Pity move my father to be inclined my way.
Oh, if a virgin and your affections not gone forth, I'll make you the queen of Naples.
Softly, sir. One word more. They both are in either's powers. The swift business I must uneasy make, lest too light winning make the prize light.
One word more. I charge thee that thou attend me. Thou dost here usurp the name thou owest, and hast put thyself upon this island as a spy, to win it from me, the Lord of.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing ill in running such a temple. If the ill spirit have so fair a house, good things will strive to dwell with it.
Come, follow. Speak not you for him, he's a traitor. Come, I'll manacle thy neck and feet together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Thy food shall be fresh brook mussels, withered roots, and husks wherein the acorn cradle. Follow.
No. I shall resist such entertainment till my enemy has more power!
Oh, dear father, make not too much a trial of him, for he's gentle and not fearful.
Hush! My foot, my tutor! Come, thou villain, that puts up thy weapon but dares not strike, thy conscience is so possessed with guilt. Put up thy ward, for I can here disarm thee with this stick, and make thy weapon hence hang not on my garment.
I'll be insured.
Silence! One word more shall make me chide thee and not hate thee. An advocate for an impostor? Hush! Thinkst thou there are no more such shapes as he, having seen but him and Caliban? Oh, foolish wench! The most of men, this is a Caliban. They to him are angels.
My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a goodlier man.
Come on, obey. Thy nerves are in their infancy again, and have no vigor in them.
So they are. My spirits, as in a dream, are all bound up. My father's loss, the weakness that I feel, the wreck of all my friends, nor this man's threats. To whom I am subdued, heart but light to me. Might I but through my prison once a day behold this maid, all else the corners of the world let liberty make use of. Space have I in such a prison.
It works. Spirit, thou hast done well. Come, follow. What else thou should do me?
Give comfort. My father's of a better nature than he appears by speech. This is unwanted, which now came from him.
Thou shalt be free as mountain winds, but then do exactly all points of my command.
To the syllable.
Follow me. Speak not for him.
Beseech you, sir, be merry. You, of course, so that we all enjoy. For our skin is much beyond our loss. Our hint of woe is common. Every day some sailors write, the master is a merchant, and the merchant hath just our theme of woe. But for the miracle, I mean our preservation, few in millions can speak like us. Then wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow with our comfort.
Prithee, peace. He receives comfort like cold porridge.
Visitor will not give him other service.
She's winding up the watch of a wit. 5 to strike.
Sir,
1, tell.
when every grief is entertained that's offered, comes to the entertainer.
A dollar.
A dollar comes to him indeed. You have spoken true of the new purpose.
You took it wisely, than I meant you should.
Therefore, my lord.
I prithee spare.
5 a spendthrift to she at her tongue.
Well, I don't. But yet,
She will be talking.
Which of she or Adrian, for a good wager, first begins to crow?
The old cock.
The cockerel.
That, the wager?
And loved it.
A match.
Although the silence seemed to be reserved,
So you're not
uncomfortable, inaccessible,
Yes.
yet its needs must be of a subtle, tender, and delicate temperance.
Temperance was a delicate lunch.
I, as subtle as he most learnedly delivered.
Yet he appeared so most sweetly.
As if he'd had loves and rough
Or as well perfumed by a fen.
here is every everything advantageous to life. A crew, say means to live.
Oh, that there's none or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks. How green.
The ground indeed is tawny.
With an eye of green.
She doesn't know much.
No, she doth but mistake the true toasting.
But the rarity of it is, which is indeed almost beyond credit,
As many of our rarities are.
that our garments, being as they were drenched in the sea, hold notwithstanding their freshness and glosses, being rather new dyed than stained with salt water.
If not one of her pockets could speak, would it not say she lies?
I, or very probably copied up that report.
Methinks our garments are now as fresh as when we put them on first in Africa, at the marriage of the king's fair daughter, Clarabelle, to the king of Tunis.
'Twas a sweet marriage, we prospered well enough.
Tunis was never blessed with such a paragon to their queen.
Oh, not since widow Dido's time.
Widow? Upon so that, how came that widow in? Widow die-do?
What if she had said widower any ass too? Good Lord, how do you take it?
Where did Dido say you made me study that? She was of Carthage, not Tunis.
This Tunis was Carthage.
Carthage.
I assure you Carthage.
Her word is the miraculous heart. She had raised the wall and houses too.
What impossible matter will she make easy medicine?
I think she will carry this island home in her pocket and give it to her son straight after.
And, stowing the kernels of it in the sea, bring forth more islands.
Sir, we were talking that our garments seem now as fresh as when we put them on in Tunis at the marriage of your daughter, who is now queen.
And the rarest that e'er came there.
Is not my doublet as fresh as the day I first wore it? I mean, never saw it.
That sort was well wished for.
When I wore it at your daughter's marriage.
You cram these words into my ears against the stomach of my sense. But I have never married my daughter there. For coming thence, my son is lost. By my right, she too, who is so far from Italy removed, and ne'er again shall see her. Thou, mine heir of Naples and Milan, what strange fish hath made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the soldiers under him, ride upon their backs. He trod the water, his enmity he flung aside, and breast of the surgeon more swollen than met him. His bold head above the contentious waves he kept, and oared himself with good arm in lusty stroke to the shore, where over his wave-worn bases bowed, as stooping to relieve him. I not doubt he came alive to land.
No. He's gone.
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss. That will not bless our Europe with your daughter, but rather lose her to an African. She at least would banish from your eye the cause to weather grievance.
Prithee,
Peace, you and Nils, and importune otherwise by all of us, and the fair soul herself, weighed between loneliness and pleadingness, which end the being should bow. We have lost your son, I fear forever. Milan and Naples have more widows in them of this business making than we bring men to come. The fault's your own.
So is the dearest of the lost.
My lord Sebastian. The truth you speak doth lack some gentleness and time to speak it in. You rub the sore when you should bring the plaster.
Very well.
And most certainly, it is foul weather as all, good sir, when you are cloudy.
Foul? Well,
Very foul. Had I plantation of this isle, my lord,
She'll sow it with nettle seed.
or docks or manors.
and were the queen upon it, what would I do?
You're scared of being drunk for want of wine?
I would by contraries execute all things for no kind of traffic would I admit. No name of magistrate. Letters should not be known. Riches, poverty, use of service, no. Contract, succession, born, bounded lands, tilth, vineyard, none. No use of metal, corn, wine, or oil, no occupation. All men idle, all, and women too, but innocent and pure. No sovereignty.
Yes, she would be queen on it.
The latter end of her commonwealth forgets the beginning.
All things in common nature should produce without sweat or endeavour. Treason, felony, sword, knife, pike, gun, or need of any engine I would not have. But nature should produce of its own kind all poison, all abundance, to feed my innocent people.
No marry among her subjects.
None, man or idle, oars and names.
I would with such perfection govern, sir, to excel the golden age.
God save her majesty.
Long live Gonzalo.
And do you mark me, sir?
I prithee, spare no more. Thou dost talk nothing to me.
I do well believe, your highness, and did it to minister occasion to these gentle folk, who are of such sensible and nimble lungs that they are always used to laugh at nothing. 'Twas you, madam, who in this merry kind of fooling am nothing to you. And so you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
What a blow was there given?
I did not fall in flat long.
You are gentle folk of such brave metal. You would lift the moon out of her sphere should she continue in it 5 weeks without changing.
We would, sir, and make her backfire.
Nay, good my lady, be not angry.
No, I warrant you I'll not adventure my discretion so weakly. Oh, will you laugh me to sleep? But I'm very heavy.
Go, sleep, and hear us.
What? Also soon asleep? I wish mine eyes would of themselves shut up my thoughts.
I find I am inclined to do so. Please yourself. Do not abit the heavy offering. Seldom visit sorrow. When it doth, it is a comfort.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest, and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What strange garments possess it?
It is the quality of the garment.
Why? Doth it not that I would sleep? I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together as by consent. They dropped as by a thunderstroke. What now? Worthy Sebastian. What mine? No more. And yet, methinks I see it in my face. What thou shouldst be. The occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees the crown dropping upon thy head.
What? Art thou waking?
Do you not hear me speak?
I do, and surely it is a speaking language thou wilt speak out of thy sleep. What means this advance?
Noble Sebastian, thou lettest thy fortune sleep, die rather, and think'st not thou art waking.
Thou dost snore distinctly. There's meaning in thy snores?
I am more serious than my custom. You must be so too, Vicki. We wish to do travels the elbow.
Well, I am standing water.
I'll teach you how to learn.
Do so. To hell. Hereditary sloth instructs me.
Oh, if you but knew how you the purpose cherish, what thus you mock it? How in stripping it you were invested. Epic men indeed most often do so near the bottom run by their own fear or sloth.
Prithee, say on. The setting of thine eye and cheek declares no matter for thee and for thee, which shows thee much to yield.
Thus, sir, although this lady of weak remembrance, this shall be on as a little memory when she is heard, appeared almost persuade, for she's a spirit of persuasion and confesses to persuade, the king, his sons, and love.
no hope that he's on track.
Oh, Antonia, no hope. What great hope have you? No hope. One way is another way. So high a hope that even ambition cannot pierce a way beyond. Yet without discovery there. Will you grant me that Ferdinand is correct?
He's gone.
Then tell me, who is the next heir of Naples?
Her.
She that is queen of Tunis. She that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life. She that from Naples can have no note, unless the sun shall boast, the man who moves too slow, to newborn chins be rough and razorable. She that from whom we all were sea swallowed, though some cast again, and by that destiny to perform an act where was past is prologue, what to come in yours and my discharge.
What stuff is this? How said it? 'Tis true, my brother's lord is queen of Tunis. So is she heir of Naples, to which reasons there is some space.
The space whose every cubit seems to cry out, how shall that parallel measure it back to Naples? Keep in Tunis, and let Sebastian wake. Say this with death that I see them. Why, they're no worse than now they are. There they that can rule Naples as well as he that sleeps. Lords that can praise as amply and unnecessarily as this Gonzalo. I was well to make a chuckler's deep chat. Oh, if you bore the mind that I do, asleep with this for your advancement. Do you understand?
Methinks I do.
And how is your content tender your own fortune?
I remember you did supplant your brother Prospero.
True. And look how well my garments sit upon them. Much treated them before. My brother's servants were then my fellows. Now they are my men.
But your conscience.
Answer. My eyes are. If to apply to it, put me to my sword. But I feel not this deity in my bosom. 20 consciences stand twixt me and the land. Caligula and not ere they were est. Here lies no better than the earth he lies upon. If he were that which now is mine, that's dead. Who I, with this obedience deal, 3 inches of it can lay forever. Was you doing thus to the petrol ring, for I might put this ancient morsel, this Lady Prudence, who should not abrade our cause. For all the rest, they'll take suggestion as a cat laps milk. They'll tell the clock to any business that we say befits the hour.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my present. As thou dost, Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword. One stroke shall free thee from the tribute which thou hast. And I, the king, shall love thee.
Draw together, and when I bring my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzalo.
Oh, with one word.
My master, who is up, foresees the danger that you, his friend, are in, and sends me forth. For else his project dies to keep thee living. While you here do snoring lie, open-eyed conspiracy, his time doth take. If of life you keep a care, shake your slumber and beware. Awake! Awake!
Let us both be southern!
Why, how now? Hold, wait! Why are you drunk?
Whilst we stood here securing law for repose, even now we heard a hollow burst of bellowing like bulls, or rather lions. Did not wake you? Struck my ear most terribly.
I heard nothing.
Oh, 'twas a din to frighten monsters here. To make an earthquake, sure it was the roar of a whole herd of lions.
Heard you this, Gonzalo?
From thine honour, sir, I heard a humming, and that's a strange one, which did awake me. As I opened my eyes, I saw their weapons drawn. 'Tis best we stand upon our guard, or quit this place. Let's draw our weapons.
Lead off this man and let's make further search for my poor son.
Heavens, keep him from these beasts, for he is sure in the island.
Lead off.
Prospero, my lord, shall know what I have done. So, king, go safely on to seek thy son.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from bogs flat fence on proper fall, making by inch meal a disease. Spirits hit me. Yet my knees wasn't cursed. Another pinch, frighten me with urchin shows, pitch me in the mire, nor leave me like a firebrand out of my way in the dark, unless he bid him. Every trifle they set upon me, sometimes like apes, mow and chatter at me, and after bite me, then like hedgehogs who lie trembling in my barefoot way, wrap their pricks at my footfall. Sometimes my old bound of adders, whose cloven tongues who hiss me into madness. Ah! Justice! And now, lo, it was the spirit of it, and to torment me for bringing wood in slowly, or fall flat. Perchance will not mind me.
Here's neither bush nor shrub to bear any weather at all. And another storm brewing. I hear it. Sing of the wind. Yon same black cloud, yon huge one that looks like a foul bumper. Don't chase they go. If it should thunder, as it did before, I don't know where to hide my head. Yon same cloud cannot choose but fall by pailfuls. What are we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish. It smells like a fish. Very ancient and fish-like smell. Kind of not the news called John. A strange fish. Right, in England now, as once I was, and had this fish painted. Not a holiday for there, but give a piece of silver. There, this monster would make a man. Any strange beast there makes a man, whether or not. You know, give a doit to a legal lame beggar. They will lay out 10 to see a dead Indian. Legged like a man. These things like arms and warm. Oh, my troth, I do now let loose my opinion, hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that may suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm is come again. My best way is creep me under this gabardine. Well, there is no other shelter here about, and misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. Here I will shroud till the dregs of the storm be past.
Usher, no more to sing to me. Here shall I die sure. Here's a scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral. Well, here's me comfort. The master, the swan, the boatswain and I, the Cotter and his mate, Lovewell, Beck and Marion, and Marjorie. But none of us cared for Kate. For she had a tongue with a tang, would cry to a sailor with a hang. She loved not the sailor, a tar or a bitch, but a tailor might scratch her head, she did it. Oh, then to the sea boys, and let her go hang. Oh, what needs a scurvy tune to? Well,
You don't torment me, oh!
Come to you later. What's the matter? Have we devils here? Do you put tricks upon with savages and men of England? I have not escaped drowning out to be a filly of 4 legs. For it hath been said that as proper a man as e'er went on 4 legs cannot make him get round, and so it shall be said
said again, while Stephano breathes atmos spirit torments me up. This is some monster of the Isle who hath got, as I take it, an ague. Where the devil should he learn our language? I'll give you some relief. If be but for that, if I can recover him and keep him tame and to Naples with him, he's a present for any emperor that said John needs leather.
Do not torment me, prithee. I'll bring my wood home faster.
He's in his fit now, and does not talk after the wisest. He shall taste of my bowl. If he ain't e'er drunk wine afore, we'll go near to remove his head. But if I can recover him and keep him tame, I'll not take too much for him, but he shall pay for him that hath him, and that soundly.
That doesn't yet, but little hurt. There was a man I know by that trembling. Now Prosper works upon thee.
Come, open your mouth. Here is this that will give language to you. Cat. Come your way to open your mouth. This will shake your shaking. I can tell you that, and that sounds. You cannot tell who's your friend. Open your chaps again.
I should know that voice. It's Gilbert, but he is drowned. And these are devils here. Oh, defend me!
4 legs and 2 voices. The most delicate monster. His forward voice is now to speak well of his friend. His backward voice is to utter foul speeches and to detract. If all the wine in my bottle will recover him, I will help his ague. Come, amen. I will pour some out of the mouth. Oh no! Not out of the mouth. Call me. Mercy, mercy. This is a devil and no monster. I will take my leave of him. I have no long spoon.
Oh no! If thou beest Stephano, then touch me. Speak to me, for I am Trinculo. Be not afeard, my good friend. Trinculo.
If that is the Trinculo, stand forward. 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 I will poorly by thy legs and legs. If any legs be Trinculos, these be they. Thou beest very like a Trinculo indeed. How camest thou siege of this moon calf? Can he vent Trinculo?
No, I took him to meet with a thunderstroke, but I'm not drowned, Stephano. I hope I'm not drowned. It's the storm overblown. Well, I hit me under the dead moon calf's Aberdeen for fear of the storm, but oh, I'm not living, Stephano. Oh, Stephano! 2 Neapolitans!
I prithee tell me what's about. My stomach is not yet constant.
Iron things, and you know, sprites. That's a brave god, and bears celestial liquor. I'll kneel to him.
How camest thou hither? Here, swear by this bottle how thou escapest.
Well,
I escaped upon a butt of sack, that the sailors heaved aboard by this bottle, which I made of the bark of the tree. Since I came ashore,
Swear upon that bottle to be thy true subject, for the liquor is not earthly.
here, kiss the book, swear them how thou camest hither.
from a shore man, like a duck. Oh, I can't swim like a duck, I'll be sworn.
Lo, thou canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose.
Oh, Stephano, has there any more of this?
The whole what? My cellar is hidden in rock by the seaside where my wine is. And now then, monster, how dost thou make you?
Hast thou not dropped from heaven?
Out of the moon. I do assure thee, I was the man in the room when Tom was
I have seen thee in that night with dog thee. My mistress showed me thee, and thy dog and thy bush.
Come, swear to that, kiss the book, I will furnish it along with new contents. Come, swear.
By this good Lord, this is a very shy monster.
I offend him.
A very weak monster. The man is the moon. A poor, most credulous monster.
well drawn, monster, in good suit. Let me kiss thy foot. I'll just swear myself thy true subject. I prithee, be my God. By this light, a perfidious and drunken monster. When he's gone to sleep, here where we've got, let me kiss thy foot. I'll swear myself thy subject.
Come then. Down. I swear. I shall laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster. A most scurvy monster. I can find it in my heart. Tempest! But poor monster's in drink now. An abominable monster.
I'll show thee the best springs. I'll pluck thee berries. I'll fish for thee and give thee wood enough.
Thank you.
Plague upon the tyrant that I serve. I'll bear him no more sticks. But follow thee, thou wondrous man. Most ridiculous monster, to make a wonder of a poor drunkard. I prithee, let me bring thee my crab's grub, and I with my long nails give thee pig nuts. Show thee Jane's nest, and instruct thee how to snare the nimble marmot's quarry. I'll bring thee the clustering filberts, and sometimes I'll get thee young scammers in the rock. Will thou go with me?
I'll prithee, lead the way without any more talking. Trinculo! The king and all our company else being drowned, we inherit here. Here, fellow Trinculo, bear my bottle, we shall fill it by and by again.
Farewell, master! Farewell! Farewell! Howling monster. A drunken monster. No more dams that'll make a fish, nor fetch inspiring and expiring, nor scrape trenchant nor wash dish. Bound Caliban as a new master. Here's a new man. Freedom! My day! My day! Freedom! Freedom! My day! Freedom! Freedom!
Oh, great monster! Lead the way. There be some sports are painful, and their labour delights in them sets up. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This, my mean task, would seem as heavy to me as odious, but the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead, and makes my labours pleasures. Oh, she is 10 times more gentle than her father's crab. He is composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them up upon a soaring junction. My mistress weeps to see me work, and says such kind of baseness had never I forget. But these sweet thoughts do even refresh my labours. I was busy less when I do it.
Perhaps now. Pray you work not so hard. I would deny you had burnt up those logs that you were enjoined to pile. Pray, sit down and rest you. With this burn, you will weep for having wearied you. My father has held it steady. Pray, now, rest yourself. Be safe for these 3 hours.
Dearest mistress, the sun shall set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you'll sit it down, I'll bear your logs a while. Pray, give me that. I'll carry it to the pile.
No. Precious creature. I'd rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you should such dishonour undergo while I sit lazy by.
It should become me as well as it does you, and I should do it with much more ease, for my will is to it, and yours it is against.
Oh, worm, thou art infected. This visitation shows it.
You look weary.
No, dearest mistress. It is fresh morning when you arrive, night. I beseech you, chiefly so I might set it in my prayers. What's your name?
Miranda. Oh, my father, I forgot to say so.
My Miranda. Indeed, the top of admiration, the word what's dearest to the world. Full many a lady I abide in best regard. Many a time the harmony of their tongues have brought into bondage my too diligent ear. Several virtues. I have liked several women. None with any so fun soul, but rather some defects in them did quarrel with the noblest grey sheep. Oh, but you. Oh, you. So perfect and so peerless, a created of every creature's best.
I did not know one of my sex. No woman's face, remember, save from my glass, my own. Nor have I seen more that I may call men than you, my good friend, and my dear father. How creatures are abroad, I am skilless of. But by my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I would not wish any companion in the world but you. Nor can imagination form a shape besides yourself to like of. Because I prattle something too wildly, my father's precepts with everything to
I
get.
am in my condition, a prince, Miranda. I do think a king. Oh, I would not say. I would no longer endure this wooden slavery than to suffer the flesh in my mouth. Hear my soul speak. The very instant that I set eyes on you, did my heart fly to your service. There resides to make me a slave to it, and it is for your sake that I remain this patient bondman.
Do you love me?
Oh, heavens. Oh, earth. Bear witness to this sound, and crown what I profess with kind event if I speak true. If hollowly, thou wilt best abode me to mischief. I, beyond all else in the world, do love, prize, and honor you.
I am a fool to weep for my Ronaldo.
Fair encounter of two most rare affections. Heaven's reign grace on that which springs between them.
Wherefore weep you?
And mine unworthiness, the death of all that I desire to give, and much less take what I shall die to want. Because this is trifling, and all the more it seeks to hide itself, the bigger pocket shows heaven's special coming. And promptly plain and wholly innocence. I am your wife if you'll marry me. If not, I'll die your maid. To be your fellow you may deny me, but I'll be your servant whether you will or no.
My mistress dearest, and I the humble ever.
My husband, then?
Aye. The heart's willing is bondage air of freedom. Is my hand.
And mine. Live like after it. And now farewell, till half an hour hence.
1,000,000.
So glad that this is day I cannot be. But I'm surprised of all. But my rejoicing at nothing can be more. I'll do my book, for yet at supper time I must perform much business appertaining